Have you seen a bag on the pre-loved market that is at a great price, however, it's in fair condition? If you've been thinking about buying a bag that's in fair condition and maybe doing some of the repairs yourself, keep watching this video before you do. Welcome to the Handbag Heaven Restoration Handbag. In this video, I will be going through the steps I took to restore this beautiful Hermes H clutch. I purchased this clutch on the pre-loved market. This clutch was made back in 1988. So as you can imagine, it does have wear and tear. So the bag's overall condition is fair. It has several noticeable flaws such as corner wear, discoloration. It has a few deep scratches. I mean, it's like 36 years old. So I think it still looks great for the age. One of the things that I always do when it comes to pre-loved bags, especially those with issues, I always take a deeper look at it to make sure that, okay, any of the flaws that it has is something that I could restore myself, or if it's a little bit more out of my comfort zone, then I look at getting it repaired by a professional. When looking at the corners, I can see that there are some deep corner wear. So this is like one side, pretty deep corner wear. And on the other side, pretty much the same thing, some deep corner wear. So yeah, I don't know, that one looks kind of bad. And then on the upper corner on the flap, there's pretty good bit of corner wear there as well on both sides. So again, on the opposite side, it's worse. Some deep corner wear there as well. Then when we look at the front, it's not that bad in the front. It's, just a little bit of wear there on the front, on the closure part. So yeah, here's some close-ups of that. And there's some wear on the top of the clutch as well as the bottom of the clutch. There's some discoloration on the bottom as well. Now, believe it or not, the size is not that bad. And actually, overall, I don't think it's in that bad of condition that I can't handle the restoration myself. And so I will actually be doing the complete restoration, and I will go through that in this video with you guys. So for the restoration, here's a list of materials and tools that I will need. First, I'm going to need the leather cleaner and conditioner, because it is quite filthy, so it will need cleaning and also conditioning. I also have wipes. I typically do the wipes first before I even do the conditioner, the cleaner, the leather cleaner. Also, I will have a paint pen to do the color restoration. And also last, I will need a microfiber cloth. For the restoration, I will need to color match this clutch in order to get the color just right.
Wait, do y'all think that I was gonna do the color matching?
I actually found some pre-made paint pens on this website, and they had the color Rouge H for Hermes, so that worked out great. I just went online and ordered it. It was only like $30 because, like I said, it was already pre-made. It wasn't custom made. So I ordered it and got it in. So I'm going to test it out to see if it matches. Here's the clutch. It came in the original dust bag, which is so cool. So I'm just going to take it out. And the first thing I'm going to want to do with this clutch is I am going to clean it. But I just want to show you guys a close-up here of all these, the discolorations. Basically the same things that I showed like pictures of. Here's the interior. I'm not doing anything to the interior. The interior is pretty clean. So here I am just cleaning it off with the baby wipe. And like I said, this is the baby wipe for sensitive skin. So it doesn't have any chemicals or anything like that. Well, any harsh chemicals and things in it, any fragrance or anything like that. So that's what I'm using just to get like the dirt and all that stuff. Just trying to wipe that off. Now, I will be using the leather cleaner, which will also like remove some of the deep dirt stains and stuff off of it. So, but I just want to start off with the wipe and give it a good wipe down. Because I could tell that it was like pretty nasty and the leather looked pretty dull and dry. So I wanted to just like get that stuff off. And now I'm just taking my microfiber cloth and just wiping off the excess, liquid from the wipe from it. I want it to be, I don't want it to be too wet. Now I'm going with the leather cleaner. So here's the leather cleaner that I'm putting on, just kind of wiping it through, but kind of softly, not pressing too hard. I don't want to leave any marks or anything, any impressions on it, on the leather. So just kind of circular and trying to get any stains, hard to remove stains off. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing a circular motion around, and I'm going to do, I'm just doing this on the front, and then I'll also make my way to the back of the clutch. But look at this, look at that dirt. Yeah, it's pretty dirty. So yeah, I'm just going to continue with this, and I will be back once I'm done giving it a good cleaning. Okay, now that it's cleaned, I am going in with the Leather Restorer paint pen. So yeah, with this paint pen, it did come with instructions. Basically, you just twist the bottom to get the paint to come up on it. So here's the paint. So I'm just gonna go to the area that, has the discoloration, the corner wear, and pretty much paint over it. Now, as you can see, here's a close-up. The color match is not exact, but I'm hoping that it will be, it'll look much better once it dries. I'm hoping that it'll blend in better once it dries, but I'm just going through pretty quickly here and filling in the areas, because it's along the edges, it's not all over. It's a few spots on the bag, like here, that has, some like deep scratches and wear. But I don't know, it's just like on the back, on the clutch, it doesn't really, the color doesn't look good on the clutch. It's not a good match. So I don't know if I think I'll just wipe that one off, but the edges, I think it'll work for the edges. So yeah, I just went ahead and wiped that off. I don't like the way it looked. The color looked on the actual clutch, the main part of the clutch. But on the edges, it actually wasn't a bad match. So I'm just going in and kind of touching up the edges. I don't want it to be thick and clumpy. That's kind of why I like the paint pens. It's easy to control. And I want, I only want a thin layer, just enough to cover. And that's it. I don't want a lot of paint on it. So here's a little card that came with it, and here's the color. And so I don't know if it's coming across, correctly on there. And it looks like it should match. Here we go. I've done all the painting. So as you can see here, now I still have the few marks on the back that I decided not to paint over. I'm hoping that when I condition it, it doesn't stand out as much as it is now. I'm hoping that looks, much better once it's conditioned. So we'll have to see how it turns out. That's the next step, is to go in and condition the piece, because it is very dry and needs some moisture. So here I am just going back with the conditioner. This is the leather cleaner and conditioner, so it's like a 2-in-1. So I'm just dabbing it in the cloth because I don't want to put it on directly. I just like applying it a little at a time. And because it kind of has like a little bit of a sticky feel to it, and I just don't want it to be really sticky or anything like that. So I just go ahead and apply it, a little at a time, and then I'll just keep reapplying it. If it dries out, I'll just keep reapplying it until I get it to, the point where it looks conditioned like I want it. So that's literally what I'm doing here. And I just always do it in a circular motion, like as if I'm waxing. I don't know why, I just do it. And I'm also doing that to try to like minimize the scratches on it. There are quite a bit of scratches on this piece, and I'm just trying to kind of not buff it out, but just kind of smooth it out and kind of minimize the look of the scratches. And it is actually working it's working on, at least on the front, it worked pretty good. On the back, there are some deeper scratches that I don't know if that's going to really work, but I'm just going to try and see. Again, some of this wear, it just adds to the character. I'll be back with the final results. So let's look at the before and after of this clutch. Here's a picture of the before, and this is the front of the clutch. And here's the after. And here's the back of the clutch after the restoration. Now, as you remember, it had that corner wear on one side, and here's the after, showing the restoration with the paint pen, how it minimized that corner wear or the look of the corner wear. Now here's the upper flat corner, and here's what that corner looked like before the restoration. Huge transformation. Here's the opposite side, which the corner wear wasn't as bad on that side, and then here's the bottom corner wear. This is all the before. Now here's the after. Like I said, huge transformation. It made such a difference just to be able to paint the edges to hide that wear. Now here's the back. Like I said, I didn't do much to the discoloration on the bottom of the back, but on the corners, I pretty much did the same thing. Just filled that in with the paint pen, and I think that came out so well. But the other scratches in areas I did not do. The only thing I did was I conditioned it. Of course, I cleaned it and then I conditioned it, and I think that actually helped out quite a bit. But yeah, all in all, I am so happy with this restoration. So I included this in my Throwback Thursday on my Instagram page, and I styled it with this look. I post my Throwback Thursday looks where I showcase whatever bag from my collection that I'm wearing on that week, and I show how I style it, basically how I incorporate these bags in my everyday life, because that's the whole purpose for me, is to actually use them. Let's talk below in the comments. Do you have a bag that you are planning to restore? Drop the name of the bag below and what type of restoration you're going to be doing. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, click that notification bell so you will be notified of future videos. Thanks for watching.